everybody. Excited Utterance here. My name's Hella. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. I know it's 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. for you. It's 6 something p.m. a.m. for me. I've had all sorts of technical issues this morning. I have a raspy throat, as you can hear. I have a cat who is causing all sorts of trouble here. Yes, you're never going out again. Do you understand this? How do I get it through your brain that you're not going outside again? Hey? I'm not going to tell you that. He keeps trying to get out. He used to be allowed to just wander whenever he felt like it, but not anymore, not after the drama of last week. Right? Anyway, that's my problems. But welcome, everybody. Thank you for hanging about. Welcome to Hearsay for Days for years. It's not a good start because it's supposed to be the biggest show ever. And poor Dali's going to be asleep by the end of it at this point. Hey, Christine Ree. Hey, Chinny. Distant saying hello, Sarah. See, Sarah's already getting in trouble, but he's here. Brad. Hi, Cowpoke. Hello, Mavka. Hello. Hello. Brad. Dali sent me here 21 hours ago. He owes me commissary for this. You're not the only one, actually. Who was here? Nick Dev. Nick Dev has been here literally for 21 hours. He was checking in on me yesterday when I was in Sean's chat. He was over here making comments about me being in Sean's chat. Why am I wasting time? Because I was supposed to be getting this ready. She's been hitting refresh for 21 hours now in case it starts early. Well, it didn't start early. Yeah, look at this, 15 hours to go. And now she's in Sean's stream instead of working. This could be a disaster. Well, this wasn't good and a good omen for me, was it, Nick Dev? Hey? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. My kitty's being a menace too. She loves to attack. Look, attacking is one thing, but trying to escape when you just went missing for a week is not happening. You still got a dirty nose from wherever it was you went. So, all right, let's get this going. Oops, Dali. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Thank you for holding down the fort.
Yes, I tried.
For stopping an attack.
Yes.
The mutiny. Hello, Nick Dev. We're just talking about you. Hello, Half Irish. Hey. Oh, dear. God, listen to my voice. Goodness. Lucky I have my resident reader here. Lucky. Okay, Hearsay for Day, Sunday, 1st of September. So how it's going to work today is we have a few extra topics than usual. So we're kind of going to spend a little bit less time on each topic so that we don't actually end up here for years.
Yes.
But the thing is that there's been so much happen this week. Like last week, I had a week off, not just because I had my beautiful Sarah home, but also because it'd been a bit of a quiet week. Like not that much had happened. But this week, I really had to pick and choose what to even include. And even then, 5 topics was I was still leaving some things out. So let's go. Now, MV versus tell us. Was he plucked from the start? And look, it's a chicken that's on stilts, trying to look like a flamingo.
Huh.
Because 2 things. Firstly, flamingos are my favorite. I love flamingos. Secondly, where do you see lots of flamingos?
Where?
In Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not real ones, but, like the near
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I get it now.
Chicken on stilts, I thought was pretty good. He's trying to pretend to be a flamingo. So yeah. Knife cut. We're not a couple, right? Just get you clear on that one. Like, nice that you love us and all, but not couple. No. He's like my annoying little brother.
Oof.
Oof.
Wow, that hurt.
Oh,
Boy,
sorry. Like,
just stab me in the heart while you're at it.
You can live it. You can live with it, dude. Stab you in the heart.
Fine. I'm okay. Tough upper lip.
Oh, you're gonna cry. Okay, now do you want to read? Okay, no, you can read this first. Read Jay's thing, and then I'll play this, and then we'll play then you can read those ones. Yeah.
Yesterday, Robert Tayes told the jury he was 6'5.5". I always do the extra half. Today, the jury got to ask him questions, and what was one of the two they asked? How tall are you? Robert Tayes.
Robert Tayes.
I don't know if you notice the height difference. I wear lifts in my shoes. I'm about 6'5.5", and call it a vanity thing, right? I just wanted to feel a little taller.
2 hours later.
Court to exhibit number 21. How tall are you without lifts?
5'6.5".
I feel like the jury was trolling him a little bit there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Or maybe they've been completely fine and would just want to get it on the record how tall he really was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know one of the jurors was really firmly in the camp of guilty right off the bat. So that might have been him.
Well, hang on a minute. Not all of them, though.
No, not all.
We're gonna come back to that.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to read these ones here?
Those aren't lifts. Those are fucking stilts.
hence my chicken.
Yes. Jay, you almost had it. It should read Tiny Tayes, tails, not Tiny Tayes lies again. That was an easy one. Tater Tot is slightly nuts, but not insane. He is greedy, power hungry, insecure, and inadequate. Ooh. I don't know how you know he's inadequate. I mean, goodness.
Yeah.
Knows he ever got actually elected into a position. He's a deeply unpleasant character all round. He's a politician, so yeah.
Yeah. He's a Democrat too.
Yeah. Colin.
With the American politics jokes. Check me out.
Nice job.
I know.
Call it vanity. Sure will, you psycho narcissist.
Oh, God. Someone's going to have to say narcissist before long.
Of course.
Right. See, I haven't been hanging out in the streams, especially the streams where people say narcissist a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's been lots of streams where he's been being called a narcissist. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a narcissist. Of course he's a narcissist because he was a politician and he talks a lot. He speaks, basically.
Yeah.
The man speaks. So he's a narcissist. Okay. Anyway. Now, Brandy, I'm sorry, Brandy. But, Brandy, I had to pick you apart on this one a little bit. Because, and no one really cared what I had to say about it, but because Brandy's got a big following, and that's cool. But Brandy did this thing where she decided to do some photo manipulation and put a photo of the defendant on top of the image that was brought up at the defense closing arguments. So I'll just read what Brandy had to say. So she said, "This is not hair. This is a hoodie. Also, if you look at the side profile, guess what it looks like? Yeah, Robert Tellers with a hoodie." Now, I did a stream that night, and I'll show you a little bit of it in a second, showing that there's no way that you can tell that that's him in a hoodie. There's just no way you can tell that it's him in a hoodie. And there's a reason why I can show you that that's not him in a hoodie. It's my job. So like I do photo retouching for a living and have done since I was like a teenager. So that's when I first started learning. So I've got 20 years experience doing this.
OG Photoshop.
Yeah, OG Photoshop. And I lecture in it as well. So I mean,
we know
I could probably qualify as an expert witness if someone wanted me to do this. But
pinch and zoom.
Yeah, I'm not a pinch and zoomer. But that said, I'm willing to accept it could be somebody in a hoodie. I don't think that it's necessarily not a hoodie. I'm not going to say that it's not hair. But I think the rest of the features there don't line up with the. If you look at these features here, I don't think that lines up with that. So that was what I was more getting at. Anyway, would you like to read these comments here first?
Picky Bee, buzz. Why would a hood sit so high off his head? He has no hair.
And then she said, the model who I took the hoodie picture from had no hair either. The top of the head, and he has a big head, is what's holding the hoodie in place.
Maybe he has a donut underneath on top of his head.
That's not what it says.
No, I'm just issuing a theory.
All right.
I can absolutely see Rota as using a gorilla costume under that neon orange jacket and straw hat, like Mark Kelly on a space station. Anyone that claims a hitman would dress this way clearly has fewer pistons firing in his brain. I don't know if anybody is going to get that reference.
No. But, okay, a gorilla costume. Now you're reaching, right? So this is what gets me. I don't know if this person's being funny or whatever, but when you start reaching for reasons why that's him, that's called doubt. That's called reasonable doubt. Right? So you shouldn't need to reach for reasons why that could be him. Has anyone heard any real lawyers comment on what aspect? Oh, sorry, I'll go back backwards. It's BS that this was brought in closing, though. It isn't evidence because it was never admitted as evidence. It was admitted as evidence. It was.
The photos were. And see, what he did brilliantly is he didn't. This is an argument now. He gets to argue the evidence, what it means. So he just caught the prosecutor flat-footed, though. And the prosecutor only had the brief rebuttal to respond to it. And he wasn't expecting it. And it was a very, very effective argument. I mean, not enough, but.
It was close.
Yeah.
We'll look at the numbers in a minute. But no, it was evidence still. It was in evidence.
And then he just kind of
was in evidence.
tailored it to his closing to fit his theory.
Yeah, and if the prosecution thought there was anything shady about it, they should have objected, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the CCTV footage was that. And the thing about it is, it was just the car driving back and forth. That's all it was. It's just they zoomed right in to it.
Just took like a single frame from it.
They took a frame from it. That's all they did.
It may not have been. Good.
Sorry. It might not. You wouldn't have even caught it. You wouldn't have even thought to look right straight into that piece of footage and look at that black figure inside the car to check out that frame. But that's what they did for the closing argument. Yeah. And it was brilliant. It was just brilliant. And they did it with the last second. That's what they did.
Yeah. And it was probably submitted, but maybe not played to the jury. That's also a possibility. And the jury would have it, though, in the back. It's evidence, and the jury can look at it. But it just wasn't played in open court.
No, it's cool.
It's
No,
okay.
Roger Witness is fine. You don't have to retract it. It's a fair question. Lots of people have asked it already.
No, and that's why it was so brilliant from his lawyer to do it in a way that wouldn't get a successful objection.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, if it hadn't been submitted as evidence, that would have absolutely been
Not allowed.
Not allowed at all. Okay, so I hope the jury can zoom and figure that out, especially since it was the last question they asked in deliberations today. Was it? I didn't see that.
I think they wanted to zoom in on something.
Well, it would have been good if they had Photoshop, because if you guys saw my stream, you would have seen exactly what I did. I actually used the latest zoom features in in Photoshop. They have AI features to be able to zoom right in and interpolate to get into those pixels, and not saying I'm just going to show this tab instead. Not this one here, but this one here. We got right deep into these pixels over here.
Yeah.
And we saw that it was fluffy. The edges here are fluffy. They're not, they haven't got a sharp edge cut off. They've got a fluffy edge cut off. So when people really saw close into there, we saw that there's no way that, well, if it's a hoodie, it's some sort of fluffy edge hoodie, that's for sure.
It's a weird one.
It was a very strange looking hoodie. But anyway, whilst we're here over on this tab, I just wanted to read one or two more. I definitely don't see hair. Also, what about the DNA on his nails? Well, that's a different exhibit. Oh, hello, distant. And sunglasses. Nice work. Okay, I don't really know what the duck reference is. I think that's something from her chat. Just a second. Looks like hair. Or someone said it looks like hair. I 100% disagree. Don't trust anyone in a hoodie.
That nose ain't got no alibi. Wait, we haven't got to Nick yet.
Okay, Brandy, if I remember correctly, when the woman from the park testified, I believe she said when he came out of the men's room and ran, he had a hoodie on and it slipped backwards and she could see a bald head. This was the dry run, so a hoodie fits. Also, I'll raise, the man has lifts. It is unfounded for him to also own a hairpiece.
Yeah, that's a good point. This was what day or what month of the year did this happen? I'll look it up.
You'd make a great detective. He was wearing orange. A wig and glasses are the simplest of disguises. Okay. Amazing, Brandy. You're 100% correct. They need you in the deliberation room. So look, I've got nothing against Brandy. I think she's doing a fantastic job streaming, and she tries to show visuals to back up her point. However, I think on this particular exhibit, she's wrong. And here's why.
Yeah, it was September 3rd.
September.
So that's 2 days from now. So yeah.
Yeah. It's September. Okay.
And it's 101 in Vegas right now.
Right. Okay. So here's why. All right. And so I said to her, so I quoted her and I said, I don't know whether he's guilty. And shout out to Brandy, but I don't think this silhouette fits. I'm about to go live and overlay some profiles of him in Photoshop. Was that Robert Tellis? And there's a link. And she's gone, lol, guilty as hell. That's fine. And then one of her, I assume it's one of her followers, has come back and gone, what part of DNA under fingernails do you not understand? To me.
Yeah.
And I've gone, hello, I'm a professional photo retoucher and lecturer in the field, so I'm interested in this piece of evidence. That's A. B, you clearly don't understand that all DNA is not equal. That's not a comment about this case, but something you should research if you're going to comment on trials.
Burn.
It's true.
No, I know, from you, yeah.
People really need to understand that just because DNA exists, that doesn't make someone guilty. I'm so tired of this. Zach Anderson. Okay, so I'll just show you a tiny bit of it. If you want to watch my stream on it, you can. It happened really late at night, so and then the next day they came along with a verdict anyway. So, but this is why I believe that wasn't him in that car. So some from tonight's dive into CCTV frame that may be cause for reasonable doubt. His neck's really his jawline's really quite strong. And then you've got this here just filled in. His forehead is round. Yes, his forehead is round. You're right, Murph. His forehead is round. So let's have a look at that. So then I would need to, I'm going to move him again.
Oh.
Yes, look at that straight up and down line. You're absolutely correct. What's that, right? So that's very straight. And his does not. His goes backwards in a circle. He's got a furrowed brow. Well, okay, let's assume that the furrowed brow is being hidden by the glasses, right? So if we can discount the furrowed brow because it's hidden by glasses, if we can say that that's a wig, so if we can just put those two things aside and go, okay, cool, maybe those things are being covered. I don't see how the strong chin is being covered. I don't see how his lips aren't jutting out.
I don't think he has a strong chin.
I don't see how the shape of his head's being hidden. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, yeah. And remembering also that back from this photo, I'm just going to, there we go, Brandy's photo. I'm gonna have to upscale it, that's all right. Oops. It's not the best, but that's okay. All right. See how he's gained so much weight in jail? But it doesn't change his the profile of his nose. Like the chubby face fits even less. Yeah. I wish I'd taken Merce thing. Ken, it's a hoodie. Yeah, look, even if it were a hoodie, and I'm willing to entertain the idea it could be a hoodie. That's less of an issue to me, because I don't think you can explain away the differences in the face shape. I really don't. I just think that, So I'm trying to just get across the fact here that it's pretty unlikely that person made, like, if that's him, that he made that silhouette, regardless of whether it's hair, regardless of whether there's glasses. Really, it's pretty difficult for him to make that silhouette if it's him.
Yeah.
It's tricky. Like, it's a really different silhouette to one that he would create. Yeah. Hey, Distant, what do you think then? I'm sorry, this is garbage. I'm a photographer. I'll let you all have fun. Go, Distant, tell us. Tell us what you think. I'm really interested. What do you think? Because yeah, I mean, it's if you think it's garbage, I'd love to know
Or I
why.
think he means the photo. Oh, I don't know what he means.
Yeah, tell us. No, tell us.
It could be either way.
Open to all criticism.
Except by me.
Absolutely. Except by you. Yeah, no, except Ali. Ali.
That's a no-no.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't heard one assertion of whether any license plates or identifying features of any kind. That is one thing that bothers me. How's that possible? Well, there was lots of talk of there being 2 Yukons and then looking quite similar but not identical. Yeah. And I'd love to see some of your work distant also. That would be cool. I didn't know you were a photographer. Keep going. Now this. Ben. Hey, Ben. And Ben is going to play quite a part in our show today on many topics.
I think Distant was agreeing with you. I was looking at earlier comments.
Oh.
Okay, don't. Yeah.
Okay. So crazy. Oh, you can read this.
So crazy to me that a juror from Robert T.A. case revealed that there were 4 not guilty verdicts after their second vote. Whatever happened after that, they were able to convince those 4 of guilty. Seems like that video by the defense in closing helped cause a tiny bit of doubt.
Look at that. So 8 guilty, 4 not guilty. After the case revealed there were 4 not guilty verdicts after their second vote. Wow. This is so interesting to me because people on the outside are just like, oh, it's slam dunk. Done. Isn't that so interesting? Adrian Packer then said this.
Yes, she did. He's a total scumbag who destroyed a family and Jeff's friends. Good riddance.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now we move on to Kathy Russin. Kathy Russin is from, she's from Quad TV or Law and Crime?
Lawn and Crime.
Lawn and Crime. I don't mind Kathy Russin.
I like her.
Her updates. She's quite good considering she's from Law and Bad Crime.
Yeah. And she's doesn't put emotion into it. It's just facts usually.
Yeah.
That's where I usually follow. Who I usually follow.
Yeah. You good at her voice?
I know she has done videos. I don't know what she normally sounds like, but the majority of the jurors at one point going in, we took the first vote, hey John, and it was 1 guilty MF, 6 guilty, 4 undecided, and 1 not guilty. So that's when we knew we had to zero in on the evidence and go through everything for those that had any doubt so that they could see exactly what the evidence was pointing out. The stilt don't fit, you must acquit.
Sorry, I was just starring Mari's comments so I can read them out later once we get to the Murdaugh part.
Yes.
Thank you, Mari, for being here. That's nice of you. I will read your comments later on. Okay. My God. I'll read this one. My God. Someone actually thought he was not guilty, even undecided. Between these people and the Wade Wilson fans, I'm seriously losing faith in my fellow humans. It's disconcerting to say the least. Okay. Right. Sorry, KK, but everyone doesn't think everyone's guilty all the time.
Yes, they are.
Maybe you should move to communist China.
Or just wait a few years for America.
Yeah, it won't take that long to catch up. They're pretty close.
Yeah, telling her.
pretty close. And by the way, shout out to Dali and his Wade Wilson groupie streams. Most days, 5 or 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Go and subscribe to Dali Talk and turn the notification bells on. They're going swimmingly.
Yes.
Swimmingly.
Oh,
Lots of Wade Wilson fans over there and people who like to make fun of Wade Wilson fans. Get your blue hearts out, everyone.
Yeah, I had some simps in the comments today.
Oh, that happens.
Yeah,
They get confused.
they do.
They get confused. They come over and they're like, wait, is he going to get an appellate?
Does he have an appellate lawyer?
Yeah. All right, keep going. The literal opposite of how good science works. The only thing that sets us apart from other animals is our ability to think critically. Endeavor to disprove, not the other. I don't know whether this person's making sense or not. Okay, I'm stuck on that one. You want to read the last one?
Also, they did the computer thing with the driver with hair. When they looked into it, there was no hair at all.
What? There's no way they zoomed in on that and decided there was no hair. There's no way. What software in the world did they use to zoom in on that thing and decide there was no hair? Guys, you saw it. Mods, could somebody please grab my stream about this, the Robert Teller's Photoshop stream, and chuck it into chat? That would be really greatly appreciated, because there's plenty of parts in there where we zoom right in on that hair or not hair. And if anyone thinks that there's any proof in there that there was not hair, I challenge you to show me where it is, because I've used the latest technology and the world's most used industry, professional industry software to zoom in on that thing, and there is no way you can say that there's definitely not hair there. Everyone in chat agreed when they saw it. It was like, that looks fluffy like hair. It does not look like a bald head.
Yeah.
Willing to say it could be a wig or something like that, but definitely not no hair. Helen's Teller stream. Thank you very much, Ali. That was good of you. Sweetheart, look at you. Check you out. Dali beat me. Helen's Photoshop.
I was trying to beat half Irish.
You were trying. I'll check you out. What is that noise? Is it a bird or a cat toy?
Irish.
No, it's a bird. It's a bird. It's some sort of strange Australian bird. Okay, look at the 8 guilty, 4 not guilty. So they managed to talk. 8 people managed to talk 4 around. Oh, okay. Brandy again. I predicted within a month Robert Tellis would be doing jailhouse interviews because Lord knows he wants to keep talking. It only took 2 days. Look, Brandy, love you again, but you didn't have to be a clairvoyant for that one.
He's a narcissist. We know.
He's a narcissist. He talks.
We know he'll do an interview. He's a politician. Of course he's going to do an interview. Unless he's Kamala.
Yeah. Distant said, hey, Distant, check it out. Distant said, Coppers Realty cannot be allowed to get away with this.
He'll get the last laugh.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's just watch a teeny tiny little bit of this.
We, the jury in the above entitled case, find the defendant, Robert Tellis, as follows. Murder with use of a deadly weapon, victim 60 years of age or older. Guilty of first-degree murder with use of a deadly weapon.
And never once have I ever heard him say that, and he still kind of tap dances around that answer in my interview with him just a few moments ago, Ted.
Yeah, he sure did. And the
I
other
wanted to watch back here.
a bit off guard, which was great. And then all of the follow
No, not that.
Right.
Not that. Not you guys.
was limited
Where
from
is it?
and they'll elaborate quite a bit on that one particular question. I had so many particular questions that I wanted to answer that for us to do it in a question and answer form would have just been so tedious. I think we would have lost the jury well before we got halfway through my testimony. So that's why it was a narrative.
Is there anything that you wish you had said that you think could have changed your trial?
I think if perhaps I thought we made it clear that I was home when that SUV drove into my neighborhood. If it was not, maybe I wish I would have hammered on that more to just say, hey, look, I cannot be in two places at once, so you got to consider that. I was at home. So I think that would have been pretty definitive as far as, evidence goes that I'm innocent. But beyond that, I think we did what we could.
Prosecutors say that you were not home, that your cell phone was home, and that's the reason why your wife was wondering where you were.
The old cell phone
If you
at
recall,
home.
again, their own expert testified that at 8:50 a.m. I was using my phone, texting, and at 9, so at home at 8:50, texting, and then this SUV comes into my neighborhood at 9:10. So even their evidence shows the same. Like I said, that's what I needed to hammer on more, I think, and perhaps that got lost in all the shuffle of all this evidence, I think.
Is there any other evidence that you had hoped that the jury would see that you think could have changed the outcome?
I think a bit more of the evidence regarding motivations behind Detective Jaffe's actions.
We were so tired of hearing about Detective Jaffe.
Laffy Jaffe.
How about just why that stuff was in your house and you didn't put it there? That would have been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how they managed to get your DNA in the first place and put it underneath the fingernail. That would have been really, really good. So focus less on all of this outside stuff and why they wanted to frame you and how did they actually frame you. Physically on that day, how did it happen? So anyway, it's a bit late now, Mr. Tellis, because appeals are for losers. So bye-bye.
Tejas.
Tellis. Okay,
Tay.
next one. Idaho versus Kohberger, what it could take to move this trial. Remember this moment from Wizard of Oz? You like? I thought it was kind of clever. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Good to see you there. Mavka. Oh, yeah, you're right. I actually don't not like this dude. Sorry, back to Tejas for a second. I think he's kind of funny. I don't mind him. Let's just bask in my little intro for a minute because I kind of like it. And I wish I had whooshy sounds. All right. So this week, obviously, was the hearing in the Kohberger trial to discuss the motion to change venue by the defense. We did a stream with Kathy from the Indie Zone about that. So it was a recap stream. It was a very long hearing. It went all day. There was some drama when they turned the cameras off because, you can't show Facebook comments. They have to remain under seal. You can't show that stuff. You could search it. Anyway, let's get into it. Brian Ensign. Oh, we love Brian Ensign, don't we? So let's talk. He's going to talk about what happened when they turned the cameras off. Darlie, would you like to be Brian Ensign? You are muted.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
I could have not
adjust.
told you. That would have been funnier for a while.
Oh yeah, I did it on my stream the other day, and that was
Mm.
awkward for like a minute. Here is what happened when the Kohberger live feed was cut. Defense expert showed social media. He claimed show bias / conspiracies. Clips including Nancy Grace to make point community has been infiltrated with media. Thank you, Brad. Some true, some exaggerated, in that the trill must be moved.
Some
More
true,
after this.
some exaggerated, and that the trial must be moved. Brian, your bias is showing through, mate. Your bias is showing through. I don't like Brian Etten very much. I don't like him very much. Anyway, basically, the responses to him were from a bunch of my mates on X. Hey, mates. Not except for this person. Beth Way said, but that's a national issue, no? Moving venue won't solve that. No, that's not one of my mates.
No.
Misty Blue, how's it going? Hi, Misty Blue. Nancy Disgrace is just that. A venom-spewing hatred hoe.
Ooh.
I love Misty Blue.
I bet she's a little kinky.
She's still fuming about Michael Jackson being innocent, and I hope she's still choking on her crow. What's a crow? Choking on her crow.
It's an expression.
Oh,
Angry
heard of
or
that before.
yeah. It's not common, but
Okay. And Chain, hey Chain. They're right. Mass media and social media have done irreparable damage by spreading so much prejudicial misinformation. And Leo Cake. Hi Lee. Didn't they show Bill Thompson and Chief Fry? They're the ones responsible for Nancy Grace regurgitating their lies. Well, aren't they? Funny that. Although Nancy has come up with a few of her own. And
of course.
there's also Howard Bloom, who's gone and written that stupid book. So, but all these things have permeated from the probable cause affidavit that did come directly from Bill Thompson and Chief Fry and their cronies. So, yes. Miss B, hey, Miss B, Nancy Grace fans are the lowest of the low. Say you're wrong. Now, Kelly came along and said this.
Come to Ireland for all they care.
You want to do your Irish accent?
Aye. Come into Ireland for all they care. Brian is rightfully toast. Hence why he relinquished his right to a speedy trial. They're after me lucky charms.
Yeah, okay. That's why he relinquished his right to a speedy trial. And Sissy Loser Nick investigates. Hello. Still no signs of hard evidence. No. Or soft evidence. Or medium evidence. Just evidence.
Or blue pill evidence.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, I am here to call out this chick here. This one here. Because this woman is a goddamn liar. And you can tell because she does this psychic garbage.
Oh.
Right? No offense to psychics generally, but the ones who get on YouTube and try and say that they can like talk to the dead and that the defendant is guilty because the dead people told them so. Yeah. YouTube, you're wasting your time striking people and stuff like that when you can go after these kind of hosts.
What is she, a divining rod? You heard it here first. Brian Kohberger harassing Kaylee at a pool January 3rd, 2023. Add a little more credibility to everything else. I'm saying guilty.
January 3rd, 2023. Let's think about that for a second. January 3rd, 2023. How's that possible?
She's a zombie.
She's a zombie. She was at a pool party January 3rd, 2023.
I'd hope not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she want to be a psychic because Kaylee was up in heaven at that time. So was there a pool party up in heaven? Maybe. Okay. So Mercy, right? Hey, Mercy. How's it going? Grifter. Yeah, you got it. Chain said, this.
You're pathetic. Defense already stated there's no connection between him and victims. Prosecution confirmed no stalking. Also, none of the victims were at that pool party.
How could there be? Hey, could there be? Maybe Chain's also talking about like Dylan and that. So, but yeah, like Chain knows for sure. Misty Blue, you're a complete liar, and you know you're lying. Gordon Shumway, by the way, has an excellent name. If those of you who never watched Alf, you know, from Melmac, you wouldn't know who Gordon Shumway is, but that's his real name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because people used to say, "Oh, what's your real name?" Because Alf means alien life form.
Yeah.
Right, but his real name back on Melmac was Gordon Shumway.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, he eats cats, so we couldn't have him around. But he used to always chase Lucky, the cat. Alf was a great show.
It was.
It was like it ran here on reruns for like 20 years. Like we really liked it here. Yeah. Yeah, we really liked it here. Anyway, Gordon Shumway said this.
This is absolute rubbish and pure disinformation. It's been confirmed there's no connection between Bryn and the victims. Your attempt to spread these lies is not only immoral, but utterly unethical. You should be ashamed for stooping so low. Disgusting behavior.
Yep.
Which word in the no known connection spoken by a sworn lawyer in court do you not understand? I hope you get sued.
Yeah, her and a bunch of other people. There's like really I would love to say when he gets acquitted, but I'm just being so hopeful there.
Yeah.
But there's so many people that he could sue if he were actually acquitted. Because this stuff here is just pure made up garbage. Like, it's not even, this person actually, like Misty Blue says, she knows she's lying. Like, it's not even a matter of thinking that you are telling the truth, in which case you could probably have some defense against defamation. This person is making shit up and she knows it. 2023, come on. Pool party? What? Mockingbird says, the murders happened in November 2022. You're an idiot. I love it. Okay. Now, there's a presumption of guilt because he's factually guilty. Oh, yeah, good for you. Good for you. All right.
Ethan, Sana, Maddie, and Kate.
I don't know why my link's not working properly. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to just go forward to the part that I want. Yeah. Okay, so this woman here, she thinks she's some sort of expert.
Naturally.
Yeah. She can't even pronounce Latah County correctly.
Jump in the car and go to court. It's actually far enough away that people would.
Hang on.
You've got the prosecutors, you've got the county family for over 3 months. Like, is he prepared for this? Is his family prepared? It needs to be all discussed. It really does.
It does.
And Elena, I feel terrible for the family. I feel terrible for the family, but I have to say thank you for pointing out. I was on the bench, and at that time, people didn't realize that it cost the county, that it cost the taxpayers anytime you had to change venue because of what you just said. You've got the prosecutors, you've got the county employees, you've got the law enforcement has to travel to testify, you've got the judge. All those expenses have to be covered, and so it is no small cost to actually change venue. One last thing, just quickly, I understand these two are about 5 hours apart. So it's not as if it's 30 minutes down the road, jump in the car and go to court. It's actually far enough away that people would probably just have to relocate during that time. Absolutely. And it's during, the summertime. Like I personally don't know everybody's personal, familial, situations, but I imagine everybody has a family. Summertime is when you want to spend time with your children. Some are going off to college. Some are starting new, events in their life. But now this just puts them in a whole, 5 hours away. And how that works on your psyche as no matter what your position is in this trial. And you don't want to have that as a reason to why things didn't go the way that either the prosecution or the defense wanted. Well, are they going to say, well, the judge was stressed out, or this lawyer was stressed out, or that lawyer because they had to be here and they had to, leave for this reason because they had to be home. Like, there's just so many different, areas where there could be an error for those family reasons even, why are they just messing with they don't want an appeal, but yet they're kind of pushing for reasons for appeal here on other premises.
Yeah,
there's so much to unpack.
What are you saying, that there's potentially an appeal because people are going to be distracted because they have other things to do in summertime, and therefore moving the venue could cause them to be in some way not focused on the trial? That's the most bullshit argument I've ever heard.
If they move the trial, would it have to be during summer?
That's a good idea. Why not
Because
put it up a bit further?
The whole point of it during summer was because of that town and the school.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if they're going 5 hours away to a big city or whatever, then
who cares about school?
Who cares? That's no longer an issue. You can have it any time.
Yeah. Why not just have it after summer?
So the whole point is now moot.
Yes, badge of witness. Newsflash: we don't get summer back break in any job except for maybe academia, but they have summer classes as well. It's absurd. Yeah. Oh my God. Your vacation, is this a real grown up? Is this 3 chipmunks in a trench coat? Surely. I love this. I love this. This is ridiculous. This is his life. And you're all worried about it being summer and inconveniencing people. I can't even with this. Court TV, you suck. You suck. All right, next topic. What does Sarah Boone and this cat have in common?
Cute.
Number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Yeah.
Well, it's German now. 9.
Oh, you're funny. Nice. And the beautiful waterfall is here. Yay. Just in time. Hello. They're both cute. Well, kind of. That is a cute photo of Sarah, I gotta admit. There's not many cute photos of Sarah.
It's good to see her smiling.
It is nice to see her smiling. She got a lawyer, and now this is number 9. Number 9. Hello, good to see you. All righty, let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go over to Facebook, shall we? For a change. And let me see if I can get this going. Is my link going to work? Yes, it will. Share this tab instead. And I'll zoom it up a bit more. Cool. And I need that to work. Yeah, cool. All right. So we're on Facebook for a change, everyone. Isn't it different? Oh, God. My Facebook. All right. Let's see what this fella's got to say. Oh, not Court TV again.
Welcome back. Sarah Boone. She, of course, is the defendant in the Suitcase murder trial. She's supposed to be back in court next week for a motion hearing before her trial, which was set for about 30 days, from just over 30 days from now. She's supposed to be going to trial. You remember, she's ripped through several attorneys. 8 attorneys have withdrawn from her case. So she was forced to represent herself. So the last few times she's been in court, she has been arguing her own motions, handwritten motions from jail, and she's been working through the system as best she can. Well, today, things have changed. It appears as though she has hooked another attorney. A motion for a continuance was filed in Florida for Sarah Boone, and on behalf of Sarah Boone, saying that defense counsel has been retained, and this person has met with the defendant 4 times at the Orange County Jail, and during these meetings, the defendant has disclosed potential exculpatory evidence. They're setting the table for this to get kicked down the, kick the can down the old street here a little bit longer and continue this case once again. So is she going to actually stand trial a little over a month from now? We'll have to wait and see. If indeed she has retained counsel, one would think a continuance would be necessary. Michael Jaffer is with us. Michael, the judge.
Yeah, go away. Okay, so comments, people comments. How do you make the comments come up bigger? Not really possible. Okay, do you want to read some Facebook comments, Sally?
Yeah.
I know you want it.
Seriously, what a joke. She is making our justice system look ridiculous. That poor family of the victim.
Bye.
Oh, come on. What happens when she fires this one for not smiling at her?
She never fired any for not smiling at her.
Judge says no.
For not being nice to her. Here we go. Doreen.
I think all the other ones told her that they should ask for a plea deal, and she feels she's innocent, so she refuses. Either that or they want to claim some kind of insanity defense, and she refuses because it's an insult.
Insanity? No one's ever talked about an insanity defense, ever. The last 3 attorneys looking chaser. Dolly.
Oh.
This one.
The last 3 attorneys all tried to go for battered wife syndrome. Each one tried to obtain an expert for it. This one is going with the same defense.
Poor guy. He volunteered.
Yeah.
Capital delay. She knows she's guilty. How long is she going to take this attorney number 8? How do I get the word out, guys? Can someone help me? How to fix this whole bullshit about number 8, number 9, whatever it is? Right? Like, how? It's not this. He's attorney 5. This guy's actually attorney 5. Right?
Yes.
There's no way I'm fixing this. Yeah, I can't fix it. Beautiful waterfall. It can't be fixed. Like, I've made a difference to some people. Some people are getting it right and they're spreading it. Thank you guys in chat. I've seen you guys. I've seen you guys out in chats telling people no, it's not 8, it's 4. Thank you. I appreciate it. but it's and especially like since the order from the JAC has come in and it lists the 4, that's helped a bit. But yeah, people just love the whole, oh, she sacked 8 attorneys thing. People can't help it. Lying is what the media does. Whatever explanation gets more views. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is the 5th one. So she hasn't gone through 5. It's 4. It's still 4. It's still 4. Half Irish. 9 makes great headlines. Well, it's still 8 if you want to go down that path, half Irish. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, okay, even if we say 5 or 8 or 9 or whatever it is, the first one lasted 3 weeks, and then Bankowitz was an idiot, and then the other 2 after that, there was no money left.
Well, I think the first one was a public defender that was then let go because her ex hired her a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
So technically this is the 4th attorney.
No, the first, sorry, you're wrong. The first one was the one hired by her ex. Yes. And then the second one.
Okay.
And I think she appreciated that very much. I don't know why. But then the second one. Oh, sorry, am I wrong? Second private attorney, 3 public defenders.
Okay.
Padilla was the first private attorney. Whatever. Padilla, was Padilla the first? Was Padilla a public defender or first private attorney? You just said first private attorney. See, Beautiful Warrior knows everything. What? So I keep calling you Beautiful Warrior. You're Beautiful Waterfall. It's just that awesome profile pic of yours. That's all. But Padilla hung in there for a while before he bailed, and that's a he. That was the one that Brian Hyde. Thank you. Correct. Yes. And that's why Padilla is not on the list of the 4 that need to be paid now. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yes. Number 1 was PD. Then she hired number 2. Okay, thank you. Yep.
And usually you get a public defender right away for like your arraignment or whatever. And then if you want your own lawyer, you can go pay one and then your PD's gone.
So that's normal, right? Yeah. So you normally get one for your arraignment or whatever. And so that one's gone because you got your own.
Yeah.
So that's not really burning through one.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless you already had a lawyer at the time. But
yeah, but sometimes it takes people time to get theirs.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's why that person was only there 3 weeks.
Yeah. Because she got a private.
Yeah. And he's not even billing. Like a person has not even put forth any money.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do much work, but I mean.
Well, he should, but he's not even put forth any costs whatsoever. Yeah. Right.
Or that might have been a public defender office, like an actual public defender. So he might just get a like salary for that. Yeah. The rest are like outsourcing to somebody else.
Yes, this is right. So Beautiful Waterfall. I think she had a PD for the arrangement. Yes, but that was it. That makes sense. So that first one shouldn't count.
No.
That first one should not count. So there's one gone.
Yeah.
Right. Then there's one of her own. I don't feel like that one should count either because it was a privately hired one by her ex. Who cares? Like, it wasn't her money. It was his money. If they didn't get along, that's her business. We're talking about money from the state. As far as money from the state is concerned, we're talking about the other ones. We're talking about Bankowitz, Hobson, and Cashman. 3. Now things are changing. There were 2 other public defenders that were assigned to Boone, but they had conflicts because they worked for George before. Correct? Yes, the ones that went because they had conflict. And they ain't not billing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Owens her 8th or 9th? 9th. 9th. But the thing is, when I say 9th that walked into the room at all. Right? But there were 4 that never actually represented her. They just went, let's say walked into the room. 9th that had their name on a document with hers.
Yeah.
But the 4 of them were like, no, I can't actually go ahead and represent her because I have a conflict of interest. I knew George, or I knew a witness, or something like that. So 9th in that sense, but 5th in that they actually sat next to her and defended her. The conflict public defenders didn't work with her at all. Yes. So not really 9th, 5th. Oh dear. Hello, Ashley Sanders.
No, they're a troll.
Okay, bye. Bye then.
We're not a troll, but Bob.
Oh, I thought a bot. Right, okay. Let's move on. So the other one I wanted to show you was this. Sarah Boone gets a new lawyer. She will do virtually anything to prolong the inevitable. I don't get these comments. I don't understand why people think that anyone would try and prolong the inevitable.
The uncertainty, the whole experience.
This whole myth of defendants trying to drag things out, to me, is very strange.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's jail. It's not very nice there. Prison's better.
Yeah.
By all accounts that I've heard, prison's a much more comfortable situation. So, yeah, this whole idea of them dragging it out, I don't get it. If you think you're innocent, you'd want to get it over with. If you think you're guilty, you'd also want to get it over with. So, do you want to just read that one?
Sure. Yeah, she's not getting an extension because of new counsel. The judge made that clear. So we will have to see whether he allows an extension to get more experts, or will he just say, too bad, and will Sarah finally be nice enough for a lawyer to hang around? Or will he leave when she gets him to represent a version of the case that may be unethical, as has happened with so many other lawyers, and it sounds like she's going for the battered spouse defense.
Maybe the judge will let the lawyer assist Sarah, but I doubt he'll grant any extensions. Nobody should give her anything after the circus she's made of all this. The judge has been way too lenient already. Yeah, bullshit. Oh, this thing. Cookers in Bakersfield. Guess you know Bakersfield, a weird place no one wants to live.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it?
My grandma used to live there, and I have family there, and it's pretty
What?
rednecky.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a. I mean, they love their Buck Owens, but it's more conservative part of California, but it's kind of not really the classiest place.
Okay. I don't know what Buck Owens is.
Some actor, I think, that came from Bakersfield, and he's like
Okay.
royalty there.
All right. The judge will not grant the continuance. We already know the answer. He laid out the clear boundaries for Suitcase Sarah, and he's sticking to them like the best glue. He will not grant a continuance based on her obtaining counsel. He made that clear. Trial will go ahead as scheduled, October 7th, no question about it. Hey, I can't wait for all of these wine moms in here to have an absolute fit, because he will grant that continuance. Mark my words. He's always right.
It's an oversized truck stop, Dolly.
I don't think he's got any choice but to grant this continuance.
I mean, I would hope so, but
This lawyer has made a solid argument for continuance. He has granted every other lawyer who's walked in a continuance to get their head around this case. It is a huge appellate issue if he does not grant a continuance to this lawyer. So I already think he's a dick, but I don't think he's this much of an idiot. He's covered his butt as far as appellate issues with Sarah so far, because he's made her pro se, and she doesn't know how to write a good argument for a continuance. This man has written an excellent argument for a continuance. So for him to deny it now.
He did not argue new counsel. That's a good point, Badgered. Like the reasoning for why he wanted to delay. It wasn't because he just came in.
He did say that he goes to trial in however many days, and he needs time to get expert witnesses to become familiar with the discovery, etc. So that is how is that not new counsel as a basis for continuance? I was watching Sean yesterday, and he was pretty he thought it was a pretty solid motion for continuance. From what I could tell, the experts require time, not him. That's fair. Yeah, he'll grant it with stipulations. Hey, Rosalind, for sure, there'll be stipulations. Of course. I think he has to. I think he has no choice. He's given it to everyone else. Why would he not give it to this lawyer? I just think that he's skating close to the wind already with appellate issues, this judge. And it's not like murder trials don't go for years. They do. This is not out of the ordinary. What people don't realize is that this is not some kind of unusual situation where this is just getting dragged out because of Sarah. Everything's because of Sarah. No. These things do go on for years. That's not that unusual at all, right? Like, Zach sat in jail for 3 years before there was a trial.
Yeah.
There was a mistrial, and then he sat in jail again, right? And it just happens. Things happen. Things go wrong. It's the way it works, unfortunately. And it's not all her fault at all. Bankowitz was an idiot. He did not do his job. He just didn't. So you can't put that all on her at all. So, yeah, her ad worked. She got a lawyer. Fantastic. It's not fair to have him go to trial unprepared. I don't think voluminous discovery was used, which, let's face it, it's like every continuance all. He didn't say that, to my recollection. Could be wrong. We'll go through it. We'll do another stream on it before. No, we'll go through it when we cover the hearing on Tuesday. Okay, let's move on. Let us move on. We have more things to do. Oh, Reddit. See, I'm all over the place today. Check me out.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Just zoom it up a bit.
Reddit, though. Oh.
I love Reddit.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'm all over Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
I have great arguments with people. Oh, dear. Okay. Look at my can you see it?
Oh, nice.
Inmate needs attorney. Inmate 6 attorney. That's my little profile picture. All right, do you want to read this one?
I understand that a jury is made of people who live in the area. There can't be anyone who doesn't know this irritating woman and her deflection issues by now, including the new Miami Vice by Wish lawyer. Does this charade, the tiresomeness of her mealy-mouthed whining, affect the jury? Like for real? I understand they're not supposed to say it. Oh, and no, to continue, Anne's girlfriend.
Not many people know her. They'll find a jury fine. I think probably they're overestimating how many people in real life actually do know about her. Don't think jury will be made aware of all the shenanigans pre-trial, and I think a short continuance will happen as JAC requires 30 days to process applications for her expert witness. The continuance isn't so much about retention of counsel, but about her defense strategy and the need for JAC approved expert. So she'll get it, but it'll be a very short one. See, someone with some brains. Do you want to read this one?
If they can find a jury for Charlie Adelson and soon for Donna Adelson for Tallahassee, they will find one for Orange County. And with her new fancy pants lawyer, he will be able to vet them properly.
I did kind of like the Miami, was it Wish Miami Vice lawyer thing? That was kind of funny. The new Miami Vice by Wish lawyer. The people who know about this case are likely a very small percentage. Most people don't follow true crime or pay close attention to local news. I mean, it's not like Ladar County.
Yeah.
I think Orange County is slightly more populated. Probably not at this point. I think most people in the area probably haven't even heard of the case. If they did, it will have been about 5 years since the arrest. Yes, that's right. And then most people would have moved on. So they may have seen the interrogation a long time ago because it went stupidly viral.
Yeah.
But they may forget it. All right. Anyway, let's go back. Okay. Next topic.
Yay.
Oh no. Booby eggs. Booby eggs.
Booby
now.
eggs?
Well, there's 2 eggs. Dang those pesky eggs again. Oh, you have to say it.
Damn those pesky eggs again. That damn egg bitch.
Yeah.
Spoiling my book deals.
Aha!
And dang that pesky new book, too. Enough is enough.
And by the way, it's now the 2nd of September that it comes out on Amazon. So tomorrow, your time.
Yes.
It's the 2nd of September already now for me, but that's Monday for you guys. So sorry, there was a little bit of a false alarm, but it took till a little bit longer for Chromecast to get that to come up on
such a tease.
Amazon. Yes, but you can get it on Amazon tomorrow, everybody. Yay! What a pretty looking book it is too.
I know. Boy, I wonder who developed the cover.
I wonder. I wonder. Yes, this is causing a stir, everybody. The book by the Egg Lady.
Yes.
It is. And not only that, but another juror has come out. So Juror Z is also talking at the same time. And this is all around the time that the Supreme Court of South Carolina has decided to hear the case. Have we seen Neil say anything? I bet he's watching those sales.
Oh, please let it outperform Becky's book.
Well, Becky's book isn't on sale anymore.
Well, I know, but like total number wise.
Oh, that would be good. Okay, so Crime and Cask, obviously, is the co-author of the book. So he's been very careful to make sure that, and her name is Myra, very careful to make sure that Myra is well looked after in her media tour this week. Some people haven't been so nice to Myra, and that's not okay.
No.
As far as I'm concerned, I think it's very horrible for people to treat Myra as though she's some sort of traitor or whatever, because she's now coming out and speaking her mind about the way she was treated. She's been on Fox Nation. She's been on, is that Court TV, Crime Fix?
Court TV, Law and Crime.
Yeah.
Somebody is upset they can't really get an interview with her.
Somebody.
I mean, they don't want an interview at all. Totally, never, ever.
She went on Seaton's
Tucker.
Yeah, she went on her podcast, and she was very happy to go on that podcast.
Yeah.
But basically, Crime and Cask is being very clear that Myra only wants to go on channels and things that are going to be nice to her, and that's fair enough, or respectful to her. And yes, there is another lady as well who has been talking. We'll get to her in a moment. Her name's actually Mandy. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so Crime and Cask said, what a week it was. Fitz News did a weekend review on it. Crime and Cask then said, also, thank you, Anjanette. Myra has had a wonderful time doing your show. Check out Myra and Anjanette on Crime Fix. So let's just have a quick look also. Ben Smith was saying this. So I want to read what Ben Smith said. This is about Juror Z, and this is Mandy.
Yeah. Juror from the Murdaugh case shares. It seemed like everybody was getting like anxious, like the smokers. Everybody was just ready to go home. So I guess I was like, okay, well, just say he's guilty.
It seemed like everybody was just getting like anxious, like the smokers, and
Becky.
Everybody was just ready to go home. So I guess I was like, okay, then I guess we'll just say he's guilty, because, you know, obviously he was going to go to jail for the financial stuff. So I just agreed with everybody else.
Okay, so Joe McCullough here is their lawyer. He's representing both of these guys. You can imagine who's representing a lot of the other jurors. UB. And this is Myra. So Myra was the one who was kicked off the jury just before they went to deliberate, a day or so before, and she was known as the egg juror. Reason being because there was a 12 or a dozen eggs that were left in the jury room that she wanted to pick up, and she couldn't be identified in any other way. But now they're both coming out with their names, and she has a book, Myra. I'm not sure whether this other lady here has a book or not, but Myra's book was co-written by our good friend of the channel, Crime and Cask. Now, she will be coming on this channel. So we will be hearing from Myra and Crime and Cask on this channel very shortly. I just have to get the date for that. It'll probably be, well, it should be this week sometime. So let's get into this. Now, as you can imagine, somebody who represents quite a lot of the jurors, the ones who did vote for guilty, is pretty mad about all this. So what's a little murder on? Yeah, badge of witness. What's a little murder on the side, right? Look, let's just say that this woman, I'll just go back just for a second before I need Darling to do the EB voice. This woman here, I think she's like 23 or something at the time. She felt immense pressure that night. It was a Friday night. They deliberated for 3 hours. They were told that they were going to be needing to go to a hotel that night, and they weren't prepared for that. And there were talks between Becky and jurors individually. She was told to watch his body language, watch what he said, don't trust him, things like that. And she testified to this at the evidentiary hearing. Now, you can imagine as a 23-year-old and you're in this situation, and like she said, he's going down for the financial crimes anyway. There are 11 other jurors, and they're all voting guilty. They all want to get the hell out of there. I'm not saying that what she did was correct. I am saying that in a peer pressure situation like that, after 6 weeks and everyone just wants to go home, I can see how she could have been pressured. I can see how that could have happened. And people are being really mean to her. Okay. So, Darling, need you.
Yes.
Eric Blanche has things to say about this. So,
Yes.
here we go. He's seething. He's seething as he usually is.
All right. Juror Z said during her Fox interview that she questioned whether Alex Murdaugh was guilty because the state never found the gun, pew-pews, that were used to murder or kill Paul and Maggie. I respect that this is her opinion, but we got a big hairy butt coming. That is not a requirement for a finding of guilt. More importantly, does it seem reasonable and credible that two people who were coming to execute and kill Maggie and Pawpaw would come to a rural property in the dark in South Carolina without their own guns, and the plan was to break into Alex Murdaugh's home to steal his guns and then kill Maggie and Paul with them? That defies reason to me. E.B.
And then John M. McCain said, none of this matters. A court official had improper contact with jurors during a trial. The contact was not procedural as it was in Green. Several jurors testified she instructed them to watch Murdaugh closely and pay attention to body language. Toll put that on the record. That's correct. And Green was the case law that was cited, by the way. Sorry, Copen C, Eric Bland. Now, Carmen Cask, who is the co-author of the book by Myra, the Egg Lady, came along and said this. Want to go?
Let me clarify things for Myra and Mandy. First, are we talking about the same jury, four-person juror 826, who was friends with Becca Hill before the trial? The same four-person who chastised juror 589 for handing Alex Murdaugh tissues and scolded Mira and every juror on that side of the jury room, saying those are fake tears and you all are not to show emotion. The same four-person who had private conversations with Becky Hill and never shared what they were about with the other jurors. The one Becky Hill told Myra behind closed doors should just go in and ask for a raise of hands and this would be over and done with, and insisted everyone needs to be on the same page. If that's the person, then why would Myra, Mandy, or any juror feel safe going to her and reporting that Becky Hill, the four-person's friend before the trial, was intimidating them and interfering with their ability to serve as jurors? If that's the case, it's no wonder they'd feel uncomfortable.
Yep. Fair enough. Eric.
I remain convinced that if Becky Hill made the statements that are now attributed to her, at least one of the 12 jurors who heard them, or more than one would have gone to Judge Newman through the jury foreman and said that Becky Hill is making inappropriate statements and trying to undress me with their eyes. I mean, influence.
Okay. This woman, the one, Jersey, this Mandy lady, she's really lacking self-confidence. Like, and she got torn apart on Court TV. Was it Court TV? That was the one. With Julie Grant. Oh my God, Julie Grant. I can't stand Julie Grant. I could show you just a little bit of it. It was so painful to watch.
I felt so bad for her. I was watching that live, and I'm just like, "Oh God, this is."
Oh, you watched it live?
Yeah, I was looking for a video to watch and saw the link. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's a premiere," and I'm just like, "Oh shit!"
It was horrible.
I just knew people are going to lie into her, and I felt so bad. But it's at the beginning, I think. Oh no, it's kind of split up, but
it is split up. But Julie Grant was just—I mean, she's a bitch anyway. And
she wasn't doing anything to help her.
She would. Oh no, she just let her fly. Okay, so there she is, and she's. You can see. Oh, hang on. Oh. Let's just watch for a second.
With Fox News, Mandy Pierce, and she is joining us live this morning on the program. Mandy, good morning to you. Thank you for coming on Court TV with us.
Good morning.
Mandy, tell me, as you sit here today, I'm sure people have to be asking you, or people at home watching this may be wondering, why come forward now and speak out now about this?
I guess with Myra's new book coming out, I just was going to be there with her, and just some of the things that happened.
Okay, and taking these in turn, Myra, you're referring to Myra Crosby, who was known as the Egg Lady for a long time. She was dismissed from the deliberating panel because of speaking about the case to 3 people. She's writing a book, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then the other thing you said, in addition to that, to support her and be there with her in the interview, you said some other things. What other things, Mandy?
God.
Other things like, what do you mean?
Well, I was just asking you what you mean. You said, I asked you why speak out now, and you said, well, partly because Myra's book, to be there with her, and then because of some other things. I just wanted to know what those other things are.
I guess because
keep playing it for a sec.
It's kind of hard to say. I guess because they're trying to throw his case. Well, not throw his case, but they're trying to get him another appeal, and they had an opportunity for us to come out there, and I just came out just to tell my side.
And Mandy, you were the only juror on the panel who said at the hearing conducted by Justice Toll that you were improperly influenced by Becky Hill. I want to take a listen together to some of what you said. And this is where you discuss the point where you said Becky Hill told you to, quote unquote, watch his actions.
Did you hear Ms. Becky Hill make...
All right, so I want to have a look at the comments here because that's what we do on the show. How the heck was she competent to be on the jury? Actually, just a minute. Just a second. I think you can have a read of that for a second because I think I had someone at the door. Just a second.
I can see why Alex wanted her on the jury. Right after just 2 incoherent responses, he knew a trial would end up faulty. Exactly. Oh, so now we just get to wait for Hella to come back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wonder who's at the door.
Thank you.
The interviewee, Yun, it was really bad. Aw.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hang on. I need to go full screen for a second. You. Look. This is a new little kitten. Her name is Suni. Oh, she's got a little sneeze. Oh my god. Hi, look, you're cute. Not really. Hi.
You should get another cat and name her Shiite. Sunni and Shiite.
What's that mean?
They're 2 groups in the Middle East.
Okay. No, Sunni is named after one of the K-pop band guys has 3 little kitties and one of them's called Sunni. So apparently that's why her name's Sunni. I've no idea what it means or anything. She is so friendly. Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh my god. Hello. Sunni. It's just the S-O-O-N-I-E. She is the most friendly thing in the world. Are you going to be my shoulder cat?
Or a ceiling cat?
Oh, no. Okay. Oh. Sarah, be nice to her. Oh my god. Sarah and her are being nice. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Are they not normally?
There has been a little bit of going on, but it's starting to get better now. Wow. Okay, yeah. So I wanted to introduce you to her. Yeah. Yeah. She's been settling in over the last few days. She's very cute. You're very cute. Aren't she? Okay. I think she's got a little cold, a little sneeze. Yeah. When she sneezes, she's kind of like T-Rex. She does it sort of. She is perfect, isn't she? I know. Shoulder cat is a ceiling cat that has fallen from grace. Hey, Lexi, how's it going? All right, let's keep going. Where were we? Here. All right. Okay. Imagine fighting for your life, and this is your juror. Good grief. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, did they bet this woman to be able to speak on TV in a coherent fashion? What a waste of time.
Well,
The strangest interview I've ever seen. Go on.
Well, she's kind of the only person that can do the interview, so I don't know how you'd vet somebody for it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's...
But this same woman was able to speak fine on the other interview.
Was she?
Yeah, a minute ago. Hang on, look.
Oh, yeah.
This woman.
It seemed like everybody was just getting like.
Or is
That's
that
her.
the egg? Or is that the egg juror?
No.
Okay.
Everybody
That's
was just
her.
ready to go home. So I guess.
Yeah, okay. She's
I
still
was
kind
like,
of.
okay. Then I guess we'll just say he's guilty because, you know, obviously he was going to go to jail for the financial stuff. So.
See what I mean?
I just agreed
It's
with
the same
everybody
person.
else.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It
Okay.
seemed like
yeah,
everybody
so
else.
that's Myra in the middle.
It seemed like
yeah.
I just agreed with everybody else.
Yeah, so that's Myra, and that's Mandy.
And you know what she just said? So we just figured he's going to go to jail for the financial stuff.
Yeah.
So the financial bullshit. Judge, I'll allow it.
Yes, it's all because of I allow it. That's what it's all about. If it weren't for the I'll allow it with the financial bullshit,
Yeah.
then that would not have happened.
Yeah, everything from Murdaugh cussing out a girl in second grade to financial crimes was allowed in. I exaggerate, but.
Exactly. I am so mad. Like, everyone thinks Newman's so great. He's a dick. It's just like Judge Koenig. Everyone thinks Judge Koenig's so fair and so awesome. He's a dick.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves Newman, but no, he was infuriating.
It was infuriating, right? It's all very well to have this lovely manner and this lovely voice and to sound like you're being so fair, but then you go and let in all this prejudicial evidence. And that's just not right. It's simply not right. They opened the door, though.
Yeah, it was, from what I remember at the time, it was really, like, it was so vague, and they really didn't open the door. But the state just shoehorned their arguments to the judge and didn't stop arguing until they got the right ruling.
I feel, though, that the judge should have done something about that. It was 3 weeks of financial crimes evidence. It completely derailed the whole trial and turned it into something that it shouldn't have been.
Well, maybe we'll actually get a murder trial finally.
Maybe we'll get a murder trial this time. Tenuous door opening.
Yeah.
No, yes and no, Badger Witness. Yes and no. I feel like if anything should have gotten him, it should have been that.
Yeah.
But if it was just about that, then at least they could have focused on that. But even that kennel video is interesting because there's a fourth voice in that kennel video.
Yes.
And I would love for that to come out as well. Time of death based on the phones is troubling to me. Yes. And actually, Crime and Cast has some interesting stuff on that too. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Just before I finish this section, I just wanted to bring up a couple of points by Murray. Love you all, and shout out to the courageous, conscientious, and very smart Myra Crosby, aka Juror 785 or the Egg Juror, but I'd rather remember her as the Kleenex Juror.
Oh, that was the Kleenex juror?
Yes, absolutely. Remember, she's about to say why. To be something.
To be continued.
To be continued. Continuing, it was very perceptive and touching of Hella to put a Kleenex box on the cover of the Juror 785 book because enough is enough. That gesture is reminiscent of the saint who wiped.
To be continued.
To be continued.
God, something willing.
God, something. Okay, I didn't get her other one. But yes, I put the Kleenex box on the spine. And it wasn't just me, like Crime and Cast made sure that there was a photo of the actual Kleenex box as well. So I just picked up on that and put it onto this one.
I didn't realize she was dismissed, or I'm sure I did at the time, but she lasted much later into the trial.
It was
So
really
that was
close to the end.
Right near the end.
It was really close to the end.
Oh, that's even more sus. Okay.
Yeah, I know. All right, moving on.
Oh, I found it, I think. What she did for at least of these you did for me, said Jesus Christ, I need to go, but please remember my previous explanation of the prosecutor's time of death being wrong.
Yes, she sent us a really long message on the Curry Richards stream because she was hanging out in chat.
Oh, yeah.
So there is something about that as well we should get to. We'll get to that when we do the stream on this. Okay, one more thing. Ben Smith said, this must be a joke. She literally thanked him by name for guiding her. Did she have any help or input writing that email? Who advised her to not share her own email? Weird. Okay, this is very interesting. So the lady who reported the egg juror is coming out. So let's just get into this. So Rep Scott said this.
And of course, she wrote a book.
And don't forget who Mark Tinsley is. He is Zero Dark Mark Tinsley.
Sounds like she had lots of help writing it, but your point is a good one.
So seeing knavery, this person.
I am the one who emailed Judge Newman about the egg juror talking. Then Dick called me after trail to ask me to meet. I recorded without him knowing. Didn't even offer any tea. Thankfully, I did. It's helping Becky. Between Luna Sharp and Mark Tinsley guiding me. God have mercy on my soul.
Really? Luna Sharp and Mark Tinsley guided her. For real.
Oh,
Simon Cast goes, you can't make this stuff up. No. But they can do some spring cleaning of social media and poof, where to go. Magic. Wow. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. So this person was guided by Mark Tinsley and Luna Shark. So Luna Shark being Mandy Matney's company, media company, to get in contact with Judge Newman about the egg juror talking. What is it their business? Seriously? Seriously? And yeah, you're right, Crime and Cast. You just can't make this stuff up. Okay. Seraph? Really? Really? Are you that upset about there being a kitten here? Man. All right. One last thing. If you missed it, this was Nick this week.
Are you winning, son? I assume he was acting like a professional lawyer and not talking about his case or doing anything embarrassing.
No, nothing like that at all. It's completely silent.
Phew. Okay, good.
Yeah. No, he didn't have any tantrums at all.
Oh, good.
Nothing.
Okay.
No, nothing at all. Yeah. So that was him. Okay. I've got too many cats. You need to calm down. Stop it. Stop. Jesus Christ.
Winning.
Oh,
he's going to end up doing a Charlie Sheen meltdown.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, dear. You really don't have to look far to see Rekieta having a freaking hissy fit. All you gotta do is just basically open his Twitter and he's all over the place. He's absolutely all over the place. This is there. So if you go and see him with his screenshot of Legal Mindset blocking him, he's gone lady boy pussy on that. Yep. In fact, I can just click on that and bring you to him doing that. And let's see. Of course, there are lots of people messaging him about that. Why did he block you? Did he send more unhinged passive-aggressive shower text at 3 a.m.? I sent him your high school poetry. Look at him. He is absolutely responding to every single message here. Every message. Why? Why, Nick? Why are you doing this?
And most of the people are like actually just telling him they're disappointed. They want what they saw to, like, they want him better.
Well, read it.
I really fucking miss the Nick we saw 2 to 3 years ago. Buddy, you jacked off on your live stream, blasted out of your mind. No, he's just picking a scab on his leg. You have no room to call out anyone. Granted, the situation you're currently facing now as well, just disappointed in your choices. You don't miss me from 2 to 3 years ago. You missed 2 to 3 years ago. It's different. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't understand that, but okay.
Okay. What is this? Oh God, what is that?
It's a photo Nick took.
Did he take that photo? What he took?
I think
what
it's
photo?
real.
This one
on the right. On the right. And I think somebody did a Photoshop of it on the left.
How could he? Why would he? What?
I don't know.
My eyes are bleeding.
Why would he go to Montessori and let women step on him with boots?
It's like, God, I wish that were me.
I believe it's real. I haven't confirmed the lore on it, but yeah.
Okay. You out the way. Move.
I'm sure, yeah, it was a dare or something stupid.
Hide your drugs from your kids, for the love of God. Okay, so Misty here really likes Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a pussy. He blocked me also, as he can't stand anyone pushing back on his complete bullshit. Oh, he's a gross embarrassment. Guy Maxon. I love Guy Maxon. Cope. All of YouTube is outpacing you because you could not be a Kuma piece of shit. Couldn't not be a Kuma piece of shit. Says the man who got cuffed and needed to do coke around his kids to cope. Can you drop the base Christian family man facade now? More credible than you, though. Well, okay. Such a great insult, Nick. How will the legal mindset ever recover? Stay strong, Nick. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go back. So that's just that. Oh, man. Nate says this.
The Nick story keeps getting crazier. Who would have thought this innocent hot tub stream would turn into 4 potential felons in hot water? No pun intended. That's clever. That's actually really funny. That's the name of Gino's show, In Hot Water. And Gino was the one that he received Kayla's nude.
Right.
And my personal theory is that the Sonichu medallion, the curse can also be transferred through STDs. It's like an STD curse. Because all 4 of these people have been taken down now and gotten felony charges after Nick put on the medallion. Yep.
Okay, so is Aaron in jail?
He has a warrant out. I don't know if he's surrendered or not. I don't think as of last night he was.
It'd be so funny if they ended up in some sort of incarceration together eventually. Well, you know, I mean, they've had sex before, so
yeah,
why not? The next story keeps getting crazier. Okay, so felony revenge porn, felony coke, felony and guns. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, this is interesting. So Breaking Baldo News, BBN, which is quite an interesting network, by the way. Unsurprisingly, Rekieta Law's streams of barely contained red-faced rage trying to convert unbelievers to the Church of Baldo is not a hit with fans. Rekieta Law has been losing about 1,000 subscribers a week. Really? Maybe some more Bible streams might be good, Nick. So check it out. Look, so September 23, September 24, he had 470,000 subscribers, then, and now down to 435 or so thousand subscribers now. The tank says, I'm surprised it's not steeper, honestly. Now, I'm surprised people are actually bothering to go and unsubscribe.
Yeah, it's kind of a petty thing to do.
It's kind of strange, isn't it? Like, who bothers to go and unsubscribe from people? Like, I do it if I really hate somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if they really piss me off, then I'll just
Yeah.
be like, I don't want to see you in my feed anymore. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
But to have like 10,000 people a week, 1,000 people a week do that, yeah, that's hardcore. I bother to unsubscribe, really?
Okay.
Yeah, nothing like a negative 1,000 slope. Yeah, you made it. Yeah, okay. All right. Hey, Heather 4. Good to see you. All right. Not here. He says he's gonna regret sending that $100 seed chat to Sean soon.
I know.
Well, on that.
Could have just 2 more of those chats and he could have paid Monty.
On that, our good friend Sean, we couldn't possibly not address the seed chat to Sean, could we? No. What a moment.
Rekieta Law for $100. Thank you for your support. I would rather open a new Jimmy John's in town. That's fun. Well, there's already there's more than one in town already. I think you're going to be kind of hurting on your, you're going to be hurting on your, franchise contract there. But yes, $100 to make a sandwich joke. I mean, could at least have done a Denny's joke there, bud. Could have done a Denny's joke for $100.
Yeah, I was so pissed I wasn't in chat then. I missed that whole thing. Damn it.
I think I woke up at midnight and saw, and maybe put on the stream, or somebody, I saw it in John's Discord and went and found it. Send it to you.
YouTube, don't fight. Yeah, thank you for the clip, actually. Yes, Dali clipped this for me.
Oh, was it mine?
Sent
Okay.
it to me. It's your clip, yeah. Yes, Dali clipped this and sent it to me. I'm like, what a dick.
Yeah.
What a complete dick. Wow. Are they still friends? Look,
No.
I'm not going to speak for them.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to speak for them. Who knows, really? At the moment, it doesn't really look like it. But the thing about these sort of YouTube friendships is that sometimes they seem like they're really not working out and that people are fighting and stuff on the surface. But then backstage kind of things end up working out. So I can't say one way or the other whether or not this one's ever going to work out. It might eventually. So who knows? Who knows? I can't talk for them. Sean can send a Denny's super chat back. Well, he can. I've seen, I've been in his chat many times, and you would think they're not friends, but then he goes and raids Rekieta's chat. So who knows?
Although I think he does that to piss off his own chat.
Yeah, it's a little bit of trolling us, unfortunately, sometimes. Anyway, oops. Okay, so at 1:24, Sean politely, jovially calling Nick out is always glorious. Let's have a look.
Yep. Jay Wolfenstein is a new member. Thank you, Jay. Ladybug Lisa gifted 1 membership. Yeah. Also, by the way, Nick, since you're here, I know you got copies of Discovery, so you have the body cam with you, homie. You can always just share it. Put it up. Let's watch it. I mean, do you really think you're going to get in trouble for watching it and sharing it? You know you're not. Just come on, share it. Share it with the class. I know you got it. You could do it. Leaks happen all the time, man. Just saying. Just saying. Let's see here. Where were we at? Oh, Thermo for 20 Australian dollar redos says busting my super chat cherry and someone actually worth it.
Oh. All right. So I saw chat at the time. I went back and had a look. They were all just like, give him a link, let him on. Like that. Okay, so Rekieta Law said this.
Tantrum on Twitter. This guy unironically 2024. Okay, Cuckold, are you having a tantrum on Twitter right now because the prosecution has devastated your motion to dismiss? And it did kind of start around then. Lol, you're seething because Sean denied you a dose of narcissistic satisfaction and wouldn't let you on his stream last night. He never asked. I was responding to all the people making comments in chat.
Well, there you go. And I went and had a look. Yeah.
He never asked. Yeah.
He didn't ask. He didn't ask. Although I know Sean, and also like sometimes he just offers anyway. But no, if he didn't ask, he didn't ask. So he could have asked. I also know that if someone asks nicely, he tends to let them on. So maybe if he didn't ask nicely, then yeah. I think if Rekieta had asked nicely, Sean would have let him on. Personally.
Yeah, maybe.
Personally. That's just what I know of him. He's a really nice guy. And if he had asked nicely, maybe he would have let him on. But didn't happen. Credit to Sean for being honest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's just what he's like. I'm a Sean fan. He's a good mate. All right. Hearsay for years is done. It is done. We do this every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Sorry for the late start, everybody. It's your fault. You forgive me, though.
Oh.
You forgive me, though.
Is that cocaine on his nose? It looks like it.
Yes, that's my problem. That's my problem. You forgive me. You forgive me. We do this every Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Oh, Donna Barkley, thank you so much for the kitty food. For kitty food. Yes, for kitty food. And now that the child has gone to school, so you're all mine. You're all mine. Yes, all mine. Control your dolly hell. Good luck with that. Nick has 2.0 and Sean said, oh, what? Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I can find out the truth, though. I can find out the truth. Well, I know it all. I haven't actually asked about this, so therefore I don't know. Therefore, I don't know. I'm just speculating based on what I know of Sean's character and what he generally does. But I don't know. I haven't asked. So I've had other things on my mind. But yeah, I can find out. Thank you so much for the super chat, Donna Barkley. Yeah, for the kitties next bump. How can you not be a cat lover? Really? People who aren't cat lovers, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. Right, you? Right, you? My big German Shepherd has decided he's in love. She is in love with this one, and decided to just go up and just lick her all over, like that, like she's a popsicle. Right?
Aww.
And this one was fine with it. This one was like, okay. Whereas this one would just smack it in the face.
Oh.
Now, Dali, tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, I'm doing more of the Deadpool guy, Wade Wilson, and present audio calls. And hearing from his adoring fans.
Of course. Okay. Cats ruin your furniture and they are the devil's spawn. Other than that, they are nice. They do that. They do ruin your furniture. I'll give you that. And they make little smells. All right. Suni is adorable. Yes. And it's SOONIE, apparently. Apparently that's the right spelling. Goodness knows. My daughter made it up. And she's been sleeping. Okay. You and your spluttering. Oh, God. Just so long as it's not vomit, that's fine. Suni. There we go. Suni. I'm going to have to come up with a emoji for Suni. A little emoji for my little kitty. Yes. Emoji for Suni. They find outdoor animals on a farm. Well, we're not allowed to put them outdoors here, apparently. So, and Seraph is learning that. Yesterday, he escaped through a window, and I had a big freak out. So I was like, now he's never going to come home, because the fact that I kept him inside for a whole week after, he went missing. I was like, great, excellent. Now that's it. I'm never going to see Seraph again. Awesome. But then he turned up. He was like, no, I'm hungry. All right. Become a member and join our Salacious Outrageous Discord community. Excited Utterance, or Little Dali Talk. Now, if you're a member of either my channel or Dali's channel, you get into our Discord. And I tell you what, we're having so much fun in there. So many great conversations. We even have a politics and propaganda channel now. So we're leading up to the election. We're having nice chats about the election, which is fun. Lots of memes and things. Lots of chitty chat about all the cases that are going on. Lots of new people turning up. We've got new people who are interested in Dali's new content to do with the Wade case. Just lots of fun. So make sure that you are a member. And if you are a member and you're not in the Discord, why aren't you? Just go to the member tab, go to member perks, click on the link and come through to the Discord. Join all the fun, guys. It's awesome. And plus you get all the notifications right on time for the streams. So make sure you do that. Okay, that's about it. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you for watching Hearsay for Days. Like, subscribe, share, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, everybody. It's time for the song.
Woohoo.
It's time for the song. It's time for the song. Make sure it's up nice and loud. And let's go.
Make some live streams. The co-host is Donnie and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803. To be excited utterance. Her cat is safe.